Welcome to Gene's Reviews, where I basically do whatever the hell I want. Hello everybody, how are y'all doing? I'm back. Today we're going to do one. I found this video on here from a channel called AUDIT ZONE. I guess they go around and audit police officers, make sure they're doing their job right. This one says, dumb cop lost his mind on duty. Fired and sued. Let's check it out. I like these things.
Welcome back to AUDIT ZONE. A convenience store at 2400 Airways in Memphis reported that Drew Thomas was causing disruption and knocking over items within the store. Thomas's medical bills showed he is either bipolar or schizophrenic. Due to his previous behaviors, he had been banned from the store. 4 officers of the Memphis Police Department, Officer William Skelton, Officer Jonathan Halteman, Officer Adam Biddick, and Officer Jonathan Sharman responded to the incident. Upon arrival, Officer Skelton berated Thomas. It was later learned that this was his second encounter with Thomas that same day. Earlier, he had taken Thomas to the Memphis Mental Health Institute, but was quickly released. The other officers also seemed to know Thomas very well.
See, that's the problem. They just release them all the time.
Went into the store to observe the alleged damages, while the other 3 officers put Thomas into custody. Before we continue, let me thank ABC24 Memphis for sharing this video on their YouTube channel.
Not now. Come on. You're under arrest. I said you're under arrest, motherfucker. Get the fuck over here. Get your motherfucking ass over here. Hands on the car. Hands on the car, dickhead.
Oh, shit. I ain't doing nothing. Just dealt with you, man. I ain't doing nothing. I got bound over. Keep your hands on the hood. I got a lighter on me. Ready, baby. Walk away. Look at my butt. I didn't do nothing, man. I was trying to go to work.
Have you ever even had a real job?
Downtown.
Okay. Yeah, you about to have some work downtown. Hands behind your back. You're under arrest. This way.
Where we going?
Jail.
For what?
Vandalism.
What I vandalized?
The inside of the store.
What I do?
You vandalized the inside of the store. Sit.
Oh, I did. I bought some coffee.
Good. Sit.
Am I heavy?
No, sit.
Why not?
Because I said so. Put your feet in. Eat a dick, motherfucker. The bottom.
Okay, that cop's a jerk. I can't believe that he's talking to him like that. No respect. No respect at all. That's awful. That's bad. I've never seen anything that bad as far as disrespect from a police officer.
He's sounding nicer, isn't he?
Yeah, sure is. Sure is.
We need the rip hobble as fuck. We can rip hobble.
No.
And the guy's bipolar.
You sure?
Kick my car again, I'm gonna foam you. You understand me, dickhead? I will spray the fuck out of you, you worthless piece of incestuous shit.
Officer Skelton alleged that Thomas vandalized the store even though he had not seen any evidence of the allegation. Under subsection B3 of section 39-14-408 of the Tennessee Code, a person commits the offense of vandalism who knowingly damages merchandise offered for retail sale by a retail merchant. Violation of this statute is punishable as theft, as provided under section 39-14-105 of the Tennessee Code. As seen in section 39-14-105, theft of property or services is a Class A misdemeanor if the value of the property or services obtained is $1,000 or less, or a Class E felony if the property obtained is a firearm worth less than $2,500, or if the value of the property or services obtained is more than $1,000 but less than $2,500. Despite Thomas being cooperative from the onset, Officer Skelton seemed disgusted by his mere presence. He used profanities and extremely abusive words to address Thomas. This officer's behavior violated his departmental policy and procedures. This incident happened in 2019, but I couldn't get the 2019 version of the department's policy. However, as seen under section DR 104 Personal Conduct of the 2020 version, it was stated that the conduct of each member, both on and off duty, is expected to be such that it will not reflect adversely on other members, the department, the city of Memphis, or the law enforcement profession. This regulation applies to both the professional and private conduct of all members. It includes not only all unlawful acts by members, but also acts which, although not unlawful,
He implied that he had sex with his own mother. He called him a dickhead. He implied that he was birthed by her sister, you know, incestuous. He said all kinds of stuff like that. He should never be a law officer. There's just no way. He's so bad. And the guy's bipolar. He needs help more than arrested. That's a problem with the mental health facilities, is they don't keep the people in long enough. They just release them. Like they did the same thing. My cousin was schizophrenic. He's passed away now. But he was schizophrenic. And they'd take him to the hospital and then they'd release him. And then they'd take him to jail and he'd spend like 6 months. And then they'd take him to the hospital again and then they'd release him the next day. They wouldn't keep him. They don't, I don't know. I don't get it.
In themselves would violate either the law enforcement or civilian code of ethics and would degrade or bring disrespect upon the member or the department. Shortly after warning Thomas not to kick the vehicle's door, Thomas kicked the door again, and the officer pepper sprayed him 4 times. Officer Skelton then suggested they use Rip Hobble to restrain Thomas.
I'm gonna stay out here, keep an eye on him. Suck my balls, dickhead.
Like that. He shouldn't be even doing that.
I told him I was going to spray him. 774. Suspect's kicking my car door. I am deploying my pepper foam. I'm trying.
Each side of the car 2 times. He sprayed him at least 4 times. That cop was either a bully in school or he got beat up a lot and now he's trying to make up for it.
I don't think so. Anybody got a Rip Hobble? Mine seems to be missing.
Listen to him sigh. He's got it so rough. He's got such a rough job.
I'll hold him on the other side.
He shouldn't be doing
Good
that
luck.
job.
Unlock it.
Oh. You kick me, you get it again.
No, sir. Why you let the window down?
For you? Hell no. Not after that. You gonna make me have to treat you like that after I tried to be good to you the first time, tried to take you somewhere to get you some help? Then you gonna make me be an asshole and now you gonna ask me for a favor? I don't think so.
Well, they didn't
In
give
this
him
case,
help.
Officer Skelton's use of pepper spray was excessive.
Yeah.
That violated Section DR 301 of his departmental policy, which states, excessive force or unnecessary force is defined as the amount of force which is beyond the need and circumstances of the particular event, or which is not justified in the light of all circumstances. Control may be achieved through advice, warnings, and persuasion, or by the use of physical force. While the use of reasonable physical force may be necessary in situations which cannot be otherwise controlled, force may not be resorted to unless other reasonable alternatives have been exhausted or would clearly be ineffective under the particular circumstances. Officers shall never use force or violence that is unprovoked, needless, or not required during performance of their duties, when making an arrest, or in dealing with a prisoner or any person. After pepper spraying Thomas to his satisfaction, the officers joked and laughed about Thomas's behaviors.
And the other
Thomas
officers are
asked the
standing around
officers
there
to
not
help
doing
open the door
nothing.
to get fresh air and be
They
relieved
should all
from
be
the pepper
fired
spray.
too.
Officer Skelton
And sent to
refused,
jail.
though he admitted he was supposed to.
You want me to roll the window down? I probably should.
He was calling you sir at the end of that though.
Yeah, he was. He was.
You just gotta act crazy with him, then he'll calm down. If I do him that, he'll calm down now.
I hope so. I'm gonna get some overtime out of this,
I've never
gentlemen.
seen someone spray someone before.
It's the first time I've used the foam.
I bet that's still like a motherfucker.
I hope so. I don't know if he'll give it to me. You got enough for a felony?
Yeah.
Good.
Man,
Did you hear all that on the radio?
I wish that would happen to
Thank
me.
you.
I'd sue them so hard.
Oh, well, thank you. Never?
This tyrant officer's behavior further violated the section addressing chemical irritant agents. It is stated that chemical irritant agents are concentrated liquid chemical sprays or gases which cause intense burning, profuse tearing, and temporary loss of vision. Because the use of this tool is an escalation of the force continuum, officers must exhaust all verbal means to control a subject prior to chemical irritant agent application. Chemical irritant agents cannot be used against a person who submits peacefully to arrest and complies with lawful commands during a lawful arrest, has been taken into custody, and who is handcuffed, unless the subject presents a clear and imminent physical threat by an overt action to the officer, himself
He was
or
behind
herself,
the door. He
or
couldn't
another
have done
person,
anything to the cop.
or has merely destroyed property. The mere destruction of property is not considered an overt act. The policy further stated that after using chemical irritant agents, it shall be the responsibility of the officer to take necessary steps in safeguarding the personal safety of that prisoner once they have been sprayed. The best first aid for exposure to chemical irritant agents is fresh air and copious amounts of clean, cool water to flush out the eyes.
And he
Based
leaves
on
all
these
the windows
policies,
up.
it is
and-
clear from the video that Officer Skelton completely disregarded his departmental policies and procedures. When Skelton announced he was about to deploy his pepper spray, Lieutenant Alexander McGowan heard on the radio and went to the scene. Upon arrival, Officer Skelton happily told him he foamed Thomas. The lieutenant seemed happy for him and didn't correct the wrongdoings of his officer. All 4 officers then conspired to charge Thomas with felony vandalism.
I phoned him.
Good.
Got both of us
Phone,
on camera.
I phoned the fuck out of him.
I'm gonna have my day on that.
That's fine. I phoned the fuck out of him. I'll tell the camera I phoned the fuck out of him. I told him I was gonna phone the fuck
He
out of
did,
him.
and then he started kicking again. I'm like, you gonna do it? He's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
He kicked the door. I
This
said,
cop's
you
really
do it
dumb,
again,
too.
I'm gonna phone you. He did it again, so I phoned him.
Okay. Fine with me.
We ripped top of his ass.
Yeah, and he's repobbled now. And now he's calling me sir.
Yeah, and now he's being real.
He did to
Here's
start
the
with.
thing. I know you're gonna need to weigh it.
Oh, you got his name and stuff.
Oh yeah, Biddick's working on the ticket right now.
Called him
told
sir
him.
from the beginning.
You did give him a fair warning. Yeah, when he started kicking, I turned my
Oh, here,
body cam
sorry.
on right then. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, is it on? It's unlocked. It's unlocked.
Ambulance?
Yeah. 774. Do have ambulance en route. Check.
I wasn't officially on scene. You started kicking the back of your car. That's when you didn't get you licked on, you did.
I don't think so. I
I would
started.
have held him, but I would have got devastated.
I started to smell it there for a second.
I would have got devastated if I held him.
All right, down.
I think this cop has too much testosterone. Eats too much red meat.
Kicking? Did he tell you stop kicking?
So, do you need my explanation for the arrest ticket? No. Okay.
What are you charging him with so many of these?
Okay. He says he's got enough for felony vandalism.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, thank
Sounds good.
Boy, this whole police force here is corrupt.
He's actually barred from here. He's on the
Do ag trespass.
address.
Yeah. Do ag trespass.
So we are for sure gonna have a felony on
Watch
this
it,
then?
make sure he do it. Kayak arrest and stuff.
Ambulance is on the way. He'll be all right.
He's not still kicking it.
No, he's just wiggling. The phone's doing its work.
I mean, I haven't. We got more pepper spray.
I know. We can always pepper spray again if we need to.
Lieutenant McGowan's failure to correct his officers violated his departmental policy that addresses
Should
the
fire
duties
him
of
too.
supervisory members. It is stated that supervisory members are members who are at the rank of lieutenant and above. They will be responsible for adherence to the department's policies, regulations, orders, and procedures. They will ensure that all policies, rules, regulations, orders, and directives of the department are enforced and implemented by their subordinates. Officer Biddick completed the offense report and charge document. It was later found that the report had conflicting information. The property damage reported by the convenience store was $350
That's a misdemeanor.
relating to food items. The offense was misdemeanor vandalism. However, Officer Biddick stated in an affidavit that the damage was $1,005. He
Just
also
trying to
stated
sock
that
it to
kicking
him.
the door resulted in $1,100 in damage
Yeah,
to the
right.
vehicle. However, none of the officers observed any damage on the vehicle, and the vehicle was never repaired following this incident. Officer Biddick lied in his report and hence violated Section DR 108 of the department policy, which states, "A member shall not give any information, either oral or written, in connection with any assignment or investigation that is either knowingly incorrect, false, or deceitful." He also violated Section DR 601, which states, "A member shall make reports promptly, accurately, completely, and in full conformity with specifications of the department." After this incident, Officer Skelton continued to work for the Memphis Police Department for another year. However, after investigations were opened concerning his misconduct in this incident, he resigned from the department on January 31st of 2020. His resignation appeared to be an attempt to escape from any disciplinary action. His administrative hearing was initially scheduled for February 12th, 2020. Due to his resignation, the hearing was held in abeyance. When a news network contacted Skelton for comments concerning this incident, he replied, "I appreciate your interest, but I am no longer with the Memphis Police Department. I resigned in January and now happily work in the private sector.
That's
Best
where you
of luck
should
with
be."
your story." In May 2021, it was reported that Skelton had been indicted by a grand jury on an official oppression charge. He will be facing a felony for his repeated use of pepper spray. The officer pleaded not guilty. Administrative charges against Officers Sharman and Halteman were dismissed. On the other hand, Officer Biddick and Lieutenant McGowan each received a 3-day suspension. As of the time of this recording, that's all the information I have concerning the legal proceedings for this incident. If I get more details, I will update you. Well, that's all concerning this video. Thanks for watching.
I don't know. To me, that guy has a massive lawsuit there. That was insane. Every single one of those police officers that were at that scene should not be police officers, as far as I'm concerned. That was absolutely horrible. Well, let me know what you thought of that in the comments down below. Now it's time for a joke. What did the cop say to his belly button? "You're under a vest."